Hey guys, One Man, One Camera here. Today we're about 1 month out from the race. F1 race coming on November 19th, 2023, Saturday night. We're going to do a ride around the course area, take a look at things. I'll give my thoughts and feelings on all things under the sun. All right, you guys, let's get cracking. Hey guys, One Man, One Camera here. Need a bit of voiceover on this. Some basic facts about the race. It is a 3.8 mile loop, 50 laps. And 17 turns. The race time is expected to be around 2 hours or so, looking at a midnight finish. Other tidbits, the race course will be closed down from 5 p.m. on race night, November 18th until 5 a.m. the following morning. That is to ensure there are no issues with the track at all. Why until 5 a.m.? That part I don't know, because I would have thought that once the race is over and the people are partying in the pit building area and having a great time, they would let everyone else just onto the track in the various areas to go on about the business. So that kind of surprised me. Now here we are in Koval heading north, and the grandstands are going up or have gone up. The grandstand in front of Ellis Island went up within a week, as I was down here last week and they weren't there. Oh, this is turn 4, by the way, turn 4. And so they're doing good work. Some of the controversies with this construction and so on is that many businesses saw their sales drop dramatically as the streets were inaccessible or just took too long to get there, so they were bypassed by customers. In particular, I saw a news report about the gentleman who runs this souvenir shop at the corner, or near the corner of Koval and Flamingo. He was on the news saying, hey, he just lost a ton of money. Now, I haven't heard anything about any of these shops being compensated for their losses. You know, I would think that someone will show up there with a briefcase full of money, tap them on the shoulder, hey man, we're sorry for the inconvenience. We hope this will help you out. Directly ahead of us, that gray structure right there, that is the temporary auto bridge or temporary vehicle bridge, which went up last week, which is, I think it's finished right now. And so the guys worked on it, or the team worked on it 24 hours a day for like 4 or 5 days straight to get that done. Next to the vehicle bridge will be a pedestrian bridge. It hasn't started to be constructed yet. They just have the little frame, that orange part right there, which we'll see, or you have seen already, and that's there. And this video is from October 21st, 2023. And so they had not finished with the bridge completely yet, but they were due to open the north to south Koval portion on the street so people can still get on with their business and going to work or wherever they need to go. Yeah, that orange part, that's the beginning of the, look at the hand pointing, that's the beginning of the pedestrian bridge. Back on Koval again, heading for the turn into the sphere area or the sphere zone. It's really you guys lost? Yes. I can see. Oh yeah, it's just, you know, this, like this, like that, like that, okay, like that. Yeah. Okay. Have fun, enjoy. Take care. Now, this portion is a pretty long straightaway actually from turn 4 up to here. So the drivers will probably put the hammer down on this part and just going, you know, as I say, balls up, or sorry, we're going full throttle in order to try to get there first. this turn to the sphere zone, it's something of a tight turn. I guess the guys will swing wide left and then come right on in to here, and boom, there they are. Now I was watching another video, another YouTube channel, this guy named KYM ILLUM. I think of him as F1 Kim, and he mentioned that that straightaway is 12 meters wide, and when they come out the end of it, it's 15 meters wide. I got the impression that he was saying the 12 meters wide was kind of narrow. Now this, if you have a ticket in this zone with those grandstands to the left, those are probably very, very, very good seats, because you have a very good eye line of the cars turning in, well, once they're on the straightaway, of the cars heading for you on the straightaway, and then as they turn, on the left turn, they will zip right past in front of you. And so I think you may have one of the longest viewing times per car than the other areas located, than the other grandstands around the course. That's how it looks to me. You know, I mean, I can't get in the grandstand to get a better shot of it, but I really can't do that. One more item of interest, the HG2 grandstand on Harmon will not be constructed, and those tickets sold for $1,500 to about $2,800 per person, which included food and drinks. The ticket holders will now be moved to the Sphere Zone, and those tickets are available right now for $1,169. I presume F1 will do something for that price differential to offset this issue. And one thing about this race, and you know, I have mixed feelings about it. I mean, it's good to have something, an event in Las Vegas, that's wonderful, but I really am not convinced that having the race in this part of Las Vegas was the best idea, because this whole course, racetrack, is built along major arteries of the roads, major road arteries. As they exit the Koval, Koval is a busy street. When they come to the Sphere area, now that area has always been kind of dead. That area has been a dead zone, and 600 meters or so, and no one even knew it was back there. I mean, I live not too far away, and I never came down here, this area, until the Sphere was being built. So, and then you're onto Sands. Sands is a major street. You turn onto Las Vegas Boulevard. It's a strip. It's another major street. Then you go down to Harmon, a major street, that highly utilized by everyone in the city. And so I really, I mean, it looks glamorous, whatever's good on TV, but I don't know how much of a good idea it really was. I think they should have had the race out there in the desert area, go past the M Resort, maybe by those 7 Magic Mountains or something, and put a course out there. It's a blank space. The F1 racecourse designers could have had a field day. Make it a nice course, make it so it's easy to make changes every year, every couple of years, to keep it interesting and so on, and that'd have been great. But it's too late now. But I would have really pushed for that race to be out there in the desert area and not here in this area, because it's just a mess. I mean, people were late for work. A lot of folks were late for work. People had to spend more commuting time, late to pick up your kids, drop off your kids, and that sort of thing. So it just really was a huge inconvenience for people. And people being inconvenienced, more than likely aren't going to the race. Even more than likely, maybe can't even afford to buy a ticket. These tickets were not cheap. So I'm whinging, I know, but that's just, how it all kind of washed out here. I know some people will say, well, hey, Singapore is a city course too, and blah, 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 blah. Yes, that is true. But with Singapore, the course, part of the course is next to the water, and that's one side which is not very busy. This entire track is surrounded by busy areas, pretty much, busy zones. Okay, enough complaining. So the cars come along Sands and probably hauling what to get to the next turn. on the strip again, passing by Caesars, and one thing I will say is that they did a good job on the pavement or the asphalt, because it's very, very smooth. For those of you who don't live in Vegas, our streets can be the pits, the absolute pits. And so before F1 came, a lot of chuck holes and ruts and little potholes dotted all along this most famous street in the world. And no one really cared about it. So I will say the F1 coming here did do at least one good thing, and that is they got those people to get these streets cleaned up and smoothed out. So it's a pleasure to drive down there either by car or on a bicycle. Like I mentioned, this is a very long straightaway, so the guys or girls who are driving, they will be going as fast as they can to get to the Harmon turn. Now we're coming up to the Bellagio grandstand area. This is another one which kind of hurt folks' feelings, where they put the grandstand right in front of the Bellagio fountains. For those who don't know, these fountains are extremely popular, with a lot of folks just walking by, listening to music. They play music when the show starts. Walking by, listening to music, stopping, taking selfies, stopping, taking pictures, just general pictures in front with their family and friends. There's always like some bridal pictures being taken in front of the place with the fountains behind them. So when this shows up, this massive grandstand, people were kind of ticked off. Additionally, there were trees over here that were basically cut down in order for this event to happen. And that also kind of pissed people off. And I guess maybe because the whole thing was not explained to the public, this is what's going to happen. You know, let's get your input before it happens or something. And just say, hey guys, you know what? F1 race is coming, the grass is going up, the trees are going out. You will not be able to see you will not be able to stand in front of the Bellagio for the next, whatever, 2 or 3 months. So, you know, knock yourselves out.
He's driving like a wild man.
Okay. Okay, so they turn on Harmon, head back towards the pit area, right and left, barriers, cement, reinforced mesh fencing. But I do wonder if they will put up those little, that black screen across these fences, so looky-loos can't get a free view of the race. I wonder if they will. I really wonder. What do you all reckon? Think they will? Think they won't? I don't know. Oh, here's one thing I just saw recently also about the race. So it's in November, and with F1, as we all know, and the race car, there's always different types of tires for different types of weather, and they need to source their cooler weather tires because November can be kind of cool, and apparently they weren't expecting that. So I saw a note somewhere saying that there were some issues, or could be issues with them sourcing those Pirelli cold weather tires.
Man, interesting. All right, here we go. This is right now we're going under the temporary bridge crossing Koval at Audrey. And then we have once again, we have the pedestrian bridge crossing with the peep show blinders up. So unless you're paying, you cannot get a look at the good stuff, so to speak. But, stingy bastards. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Pedestrian bridge from over here at Top Golf. And here we are, back at the start, you guys. Very easy 3.8 mile ride for me, which is pretty short. Let's park at the on the sidewalk. Woo! Okay, that was very interesting, right? But give me your thoughts on what you think about having the F1 Grand Prix here in Las Vegas at this location on the Strip, and so on and so on. Like I always say, see me outside, say hello, and I say hello back. Take care wherever you are. Have a great day.